What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tanner Wyman of Barbarian Body. So, you're a teenager, you're looking to get jacked, but you're not quite sure what to do with your workouts. Don't worry about a thing. In this video right here, I'm gonna be showing you guys a very simplistic process that you can begin right now to start seeing some results. Let's get straight into this one. All right, now that we've got the obligatory shirtless portion of the video done, let's just get straight into this. If you're between the ages of about 16 to 19, this timestamp right here, just jump there and we'll get started with you guys then. If you're between the ages of about 13 to 15, let's just get straight into this one. Okay, so my best recommendations for you guys that are 13 to 15, I'm gonna say you don't really necessarily need to go to the gym. And in fact, it's probably a good idea if you don't. Most likely you don't have the money to afford a membership or your parents won't let you, but I got the next best thing. These 4 pieces of equipment right here, okay? We've got dumbbells, and which type of dumbbells? I'm gonna recommend those universal dumbbells that you can change the weight on intermittently between your exercises. This way you don't have to buy like 6 pairs of dumbbells from 5 pounds all the way up to 45 pounds. Resistance bands, pull-up bars or a chin-up bar, and then just simply your body weight. Now, with those pieces of equipment, you're gonna be able to get some actually pretty great home workouts done. And in fact, this is the equipment that I personally started out with when I was in your guys' shoes. Now, when it comes to what type of workouts should you do, which exercises should you do, I'm gonna give you the fast route to success. When I was in your shoes, I tried to learn everything myself. Which exercise should I do? Looking it up, spent a lot of time, wasted a lot of time. Instead of doing that, what I recommend you do is on my channel or all the other channels, I'm just gonna boost mine right now because guess what, you're here. I've got tons of different home dumbbell resistance bands, body weight workouts that you guys can follow. As you can see, my screen is filling up with a ton of these. Very simply, just hit play, follow the routines, try and push through as many rounds as you possibly can. Choose whatever workout that corresponds with whatever equipment that you have. After you do this for a few weeks or even a few months, you're gonna learn a whole bunch of new exercises. And once you get to the point when you're confident enough, that's when you can start to structure your guys' own workouts. If you don't wanna go the route of following my routines, then just simply pick the exercises that you like and build yourself a workout routine from that. I'm gonna recommend you guys train about 3 times per week. And really at this point, you just wanna spend between like 20 to 30, maybe 45 minutes for now, just getting the hang of it, getting into it, and just beginning to notice the changes in your body. You guys are young, changes will happen incredibly quickly because your hormones are starting to kick in like crazy, testosterone is raising, so the results from these workouts, you're gonna notice a ton of results. So start there, and then when you get to the point when you're about 16 to 19, that's when you can start to get into the gym, and actually we're gonna jump into that portion right now. Okay, 16 to 19-year-olds, you guys are getting a little bit older, so this is gonna be the time when it's most appropriate for you guys to begin getting a gym membership. So this is the schedule or the structure, the frequency of your workouts that you guys can begin to follow. That's gonna be very simplistic, and this is a way that I actually first started as well when I was your age. I think I actually started at 15, but 15 to 16, somewhere in there you'll be fine. So just start with working out 3 times per week. Which days? This is important. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or you could do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Just make sure that you give yourself a day of rest in between each one of these workouts. Give your body the time to rest, recover, repair, and to grow. That's one of the most important things. It's not even on my list, but very, very important. Stop hammering your muscles every single day. Give them rest and recovery, and you're gonna notice a lot of growth. Now, the length of these workouts, I'm gonna recommend starting with about 30 to 45 minute workouts. You don't wanna start taking on like bodybuilder type workouts where you're gonna be training 6 to 7 times per week for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. When you start to adopt that, you might be able to maintain it for a little bit, but you're gonna notice you start to hate working out, and you do not wanna scare yourself away from training. Make this manageable, start in the shallow end, get comfortable with swimming, and then slowly work your way into the deep end. You try and jump in the deep end, you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna drown. Now, what type of routine should you do? I'm gonna make a recommendation here. It's very simplistic as a person. What I did when I very first started myself, you might like it. Push, pull, legs. Pushing day would include muscle groups like your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. They all assist in your body being able to push. Pulling days would be like your biceps, your back, even your traps. Those would be your pull days. Leg day, that just means everything that is below your waist. Quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, all of that, okay? So 3 days. Now how you wanna structure this, I'm gonna make a recommendation here. Hopefully my ring light isn't really too distracting. Do your push day on a Monday. Do your legs day on a Wednesday, and do your pull day on a Friday. Now the reason I make this recommendation, push day on Monday is very simplistic. Guys just like training their chests on Monday. I'm not sure what the philosophy is behind this, but a lot of your buddies are probably gonna do that as well, and you're probably gonna be training with them, so fall in line with that. Now, the reason I recommend that you guys do your leg day on Wednesday is very simple. If you were to do it on a Friday or put it on a Friday, that's the end of the week. You're exhausted, you're tired of school, you're tired of everything, you just wanna chill and hang out with your friends. So the likelihood you're gonna commit to a grueling leg workout on a Friday, very, very slim. What you're gonna prefer doing on that day is your biceps. You're gonna wanna hit your biceps, your traps, and then with that also your back. So the reason I get you to do it on a Wednesday is that's when you have a lot of energy still for the week, you're mentally engaged more, and it's kind of sandwiched in between 2 great days of training that you're gonna really enjoy. Leg day is not gonna be fun, and do not skip it. The amount of growth potential that you have by hitting your legs, the amount of fat burning ability that you have when you're training legs as well, and trust me, when you get a good pair of legs, you'll be proud of them. Don't be the guy that skips them. Now on Friday, that's our pulling day, so you're gonna be hitting your back, your traps, and your biceps. Great day because y'all want to hit your guns. So there you go. So I want to show you something. So for your Monday workout, which is your pushing day, we have chest, shoulders, and triceps. Now the way that you want to order this workout is very, very important. You want to first start this workout off by hitting your chest. Then you want to follow up with your shoulders, and then you want to conclude with your triceps. You want to attack the biggest muscle group first at the beginning of the workout and put the smallest group at the end of the workout. This is just so you can prioritize where your energy is going to be spent. This is where you're going to notice the most growth in your physique. That's why you want to place this muscle group at the very beginning. Shoulders would be second in line, and triceps would be the absolute finisher. Not to mention too, your triceps, if you were to completely train these to absolute failure, and then you start to try and do chest, and you gotta do a lot of presses, you're gonna notice you're not able to press anymore because your triceps are completely gassed. So this is the order that you guys kind of want to follow here. Following in line with that exact same strategy, leg day would be quads/glutes, then you would follow up with hamstrings, and then finally with the calves. Now over here on your pulling day, that's when you're gonna again start with back, follow up with traps, and then finish with biceps. Now this is a little bit interesting because I put traps with the back because you're gonna be pulling up here. Some people like to put their traps with the shoulders. That's totally fine. Just make sure that you follow this order, back first, then biceps. Again, if you fatigue the biceps before you get into back, guess what? When you're trying to do your pull-ups, these things are gonna be so toast that you're not gonna be able to properly hit your back. And all back exercises will incorporate those biceps. So make sure you attack it as such. Now in regards to max effort lifting, do I recommend it? 1 repetition maxes. No, I do not recommend you guys start doing 1 repetition maxes. Reason number 1, your guys' form is gonna be shit. I don't care how good you think it is. I thought my form was great by the time I was like 21. Looking back on it now, garbage. I want to prevent you guys from having injuries that are going to really impact you through your entire life, okay? If you sincerely blow out your shoulder from doing something stupid on an overhead press or a bench press, that will plague and haunt you for the rest of your life. I busted up my shoulders once by lifting way too heavy of a weight with absolutely terrible form when I was younger, and still to this day, it has an impact. I still don't even like to press for a 1 repetition max because of that. And actually your form is pretty much just the main thing. You guys are gonna be absolute trash at that, and I'm gonna give you a scary story right here. Back at USC, this was probably about 6 or 7 years ago, there was a running back that was doing a bench press. He was attempting to do a 1 repetition max where he was just trying to lift a lot of weight. The bar slipped out of his hands, probably due to inexperience and being overzealous, which is gonna be something you guys are prone to because you're young, you're full of testosterone. The bar slipped off of his hands and it crushed his throat. He had to get surgery like super quickly to repair that. So just a little scare story that is hopefully gonna prevent you guys from maxing when you're not prepared and you're gonna be using shitty form. And actually I did have a second reason. The second reason is I would prefer if you guys started to do like 5 repetition max. The reason for this is you're gonna get a lot more experience with a heavier load, and also you're gonna be able to gauge if you're gonna be able to get that next repetition. You see, when you're going for a 5 repetition max, at about that 2nd or 3rd repetition, that's when you're gonna know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my 4th and my 5th repetition, and you can make the intelligent decision to rack the bar. Whereas with a 1 repetition max, you're really not gonna know if you're gonna be able to press the weight back up until it gets to the bottom of the position and you've pinned yourself underneath of the bar. So if you're gonna do anything max effort training wise, at least do a 5 repetition max and be intelligent in deciding, am I gonna be able to get this next repetition, and always have a spotter. Here's an important one. See this thing right here? Get the fuck rid of it. Just don't. Ego lifting is bad for about 3 things. Number 1, you look like a jackass. Number 2, you're likely going to injure yourself by lifting way more weight than you can probably handle. And reason number 3, you're leaving a lot of gains on the table. When you lift a weight that's suitable for you and you use proper form, proper tempo, proper mind-muscle connection, that's gonna yield you so much more muscular growth and strength gains than lifting a weight that's too heavy for you, where you have to incorporate momentum, you gotta utilize other muscle groups, things of that nature. I'm gonna show you guys 2 clips right here. One is Tristan Lee, who I think is about 16 years old. Notice how good his form is here. Time under tension is insane. He is really recruiting one muscle group. He's using great form. He's utilizing eccentrics and he's using a weight that is suitable for his body. Whereas compared to somebody like this is what you know as ego lifting. Ego lifting is shit. Okay, 3 reasons I mentioned. You look like an idiot, as you can see with this guy right here. Putting your tendons, your ligaments, all of your joints under tons of stress that are likely gonna really wear them down and cause an injury at some point in your life that's really gonna stick with you forever. Trust me, forever. Prevent that. And number 3, you're not getting nearly as much results, whereas if you were doing it the way that Tristan Lee is demonstrating right there. So the next time your buddy tries to have the redundant competition to see who can curl more, like, that's so ridiculous. Think instead of properly training the muscles and preventing yourself from attaining an injury. So there you guys go. That summarizes some of my advice and my tips for training as a teenager. Have fun with this, but most importantly, don't overtrain, don't injure yourself, and train with intelligence. I know it's hard when all of your buddies are going, who can lift more? Who can do the most chin-ups? But by following into that thought pattern, you're likely gonna injure yourself. So try and avoid it as much as possible. Train with intelligence. If you guys made it this far in the video, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section letting me know exactly what this is. So 1, I can see who actually finished the video, and 2, we can throw everybody off when they go, why is everybody commenting white deer with golden antlers? That thing's pretty fucking sick, isn't it? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to smash that like button down below and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.